Beneath the tranquil canopy of a bonsai tree, where slender branches reach patiently toward the sun and delicate leaves shimmer in the gentle breeze, lies a hidden story of resilience and wisdom. The tale does not begin with the vivid green upon high, nor with the artistic curve of the trunk. Instead, it finds its birth deep within the earth, in the secret world of roots, silent architects of stability and growth. In the ancient forests of Europe, philosophers once observed the great oaks, their lives stretched beyond centuries, steadfast against storms. They saw the trees as living symbols of human virtue, speaking wordlessly of inward strength and quiet resolve. For what the roots have woven, the crown shall reveal, they would say, a testament to the enduring truth that all greatness begins in the invisible depths. So too does the bonsai, though smaller in stature, embody this eternal lesson. Its miniature form does not diminish its strength. Rather, it reveals with clarity the harmony between roots and crown. Guided with gentle hands, the roots are shaped, guided, never neglected. For the artist knows that without a foundation sunk deep and sure, even the most beautiful form will falter when winds arise. Consider, then, the meaning of roots. Not merely the tendrils that anchor a tree, but as a reflection of one's own unseen character. Roots are commitment, the persistent choice to hold fast, to seek nourishment, to drink deeply from the well of experience. They are the unseen resolve that allows us to flourish in the face of life's tempests. The philosophers taught that man, like the tree, must tend first to his moral roots. They spoke of virtue as the soil in which character grows. Honesty, humility, steadfastness. Without such soil, life is as if perched upon sand, ready to topple at the first tremor. But cultivated with care, these quiet foundations yield a steadiness seen in every action, heard in every word, felt in the peace of one's heart. To plant well is not merely to place a tree in earth, but to nurture a bond between that which is above and that which is below. The visible and the hidden are always in conversation. Each time the sun calls the crown upward, the roots deepen in turn, seeking new strength in darkness. Life, too, urges us skyward, toward ambition, accomplishment, and recognition. But those who forget their roots find themselves unmoored, falling prey to the storm. Let the bonsai remind us, the journey upward is made possible only through the journey inward. As an ancient sage wrote, "He who would stand tall must first stoop low, searching within for the reasons he seeks to rise." Every dream, every passion, every joy is supported, unseen, by a web of discipline, resilience, and faith. In shaping the bonsai, an artist does not hurry. Each twist and pruning is deliberate, respecting the slow, patient work that roots require. So it is in life. Too often, the world urges speed, hastening us to visible success. But time bestowed upon the foundations is never wasted. The tree that grows too quickly, neglecting depth for height, finds its crown withered at the first hardship. But the one who invests in what is unseen, enduring the darkness with humility, finds stability that endures far beyond the clamor of passing seasons. Deep roots make for a steady tree. This is not an accident of nature, but an ancient law observed by sages and artists alike. The strength to weather adversity, to remain upright when all else bends or falls, resides not in outward display, but in inward security. The roots that twist through patient soil do not seek attention, nor do they boast. Yet all that is admirable, majestic branches, verdant leaves, ripe fruit, owes itself first to their silent labor. Let your own life be such a tree. Reflect upon the principles that nourish you. Are your actions planted firmly in honesty? Are your ambitions watered with kindness? Do you return again and again to those core values that endure even as all else shifts? Whenever a moment of doubt or fear threatens to uproot your resolve, sink deeper, not outward in frantic struggle, but inward, to rediscover the strength that comes from being well-rooted. The ancient philosophers believed that true stability is not achieved by shielding oneself from change, but by cultivating a mind and spirit capable of withstanding it. As Heraclitus observed, "No man ever steps in the same river twice, for it is not the same river, and he is not the same man." The world is in constant motion, and so are we. But roots teach us adaptability, not the frailty of being tossed by every wave, but the wisdom of adjusting, bending, yet never breaking. This adaptability is itself a gift of deep foundations. The root does not demand that the soil remain unmoved or the weather always fair. Instead, it learns to find strength in the midst of uncertainty, to embrace the nourishment of adversity. Each challenge met and overcome is a new fiber in the tapestry of being, threads woven underground, unseen, and stronger for it. Observe the bonsai again. It may seem fragile, dwarfed by larger trees, yet it endures trials far greater than its wild relatives. Exposure, pruning, the constraints of its pot. Each is a test of will, met only by the depth and tenacity of its roots. In this, the bonsai reveals the paradox of strength. That which seems delicate may, in truth, be mightier than all. For true steadiness lies not in an absence of trial, but in the courage to remain rooted when all else trembles. So as you walk your path, let every step be guided by reflection. Ask not only, "How high can I grow?" but "How deep am I willing to go?" What virtues do I wish to strengthen beneath the surface? What principles will I return to in times of adversity? Knowing this, you need not fear the winds, nor shrink before the storm. For your steadiness will be built upon a foundation that neither time nor misfortune can shake. It is easy to be drawn to brilliance, the dazzling shine of outward success. Yet the philosophers warned against this temptation. They reminded their students that without inner gravity, without the anchoring influence of core values, even the brightest star soon fades from sight. Instead, they praised those who tended diligently to the heart, for there, in the quiet darkness of reflection, are found the seeds of lasting greatness. In the world of bonsai, there are no shortcuts, only devotion, patience, and humility. Its splendor is the result of years of unseen work, silent and faithful. When next you admire a tree whose form inspires awe, remember the countless hours spent nurturing what lies hidden. And so too, remember in yourself that all excellence begins at the root. You cannot choose the winds that will come, nor the seasons that may test you, but you can choose the depth of your foundation. You can return each day to the soil of your values, deepening the trust in yourself and those you hold dear. You can water your convictions with resolve, patience, and gratitude, never tiring of the quiet effort that true strength requires. In those timeless groves where ancient philosophers walked and wondered, they left stones inscribed with wisdom for future generations. That which is above is supported by that which is below. Tend to the roots, and the tree shall flourish. Today, as you ponder your own journey, amidst the noise of modern life, the pursuit of fleeting rewards, carry this lesson in your heart like a talisman. The steadfast soul is not shaken by circumstance, for it has already invested deeply where eyes cannot see. To live with deep roots is to embrace both humility and hope. Humility, for you know your strength is built upon discipline and quiet labor, not mere chance or charm. Hope, for no matter how daunting the path, you trust in the promise of your foundations. Like the tree, you have weathered the cold and the drought. You have reached within, discovering depths you never imagined. Let this philosophy shape your days. Begin each morning reflecting not only on tasks to complete, but on the character with which you approach them. When you must make choices, ask if they nourish or deplete your roots. When the world feels uncertain, return to those principles that, like rich soil, sustain you. Over time, you will find yourself less swayed by transient winds, more grounded in a peace that endures. In the end, every life is its own bonsai, a unique expression of growth shaped by unseen hands of time, fate, and effort. Some may be wired and sculpted by challenge, others guided by gentle wisdom. Yet all are ultimately sustained by the depth and quality of their roots. May you strive, then, not only for the beauty visible to others, but for the integrity and tenacity grown in silence. Let your life speak the language of ancient trees, firm, patient, quietly magnificent. For it is in the darkness beneath, in the humble work of tending unseen roots, that true steadiness is born. The lesson is simple, yet eternal. To endure, to flourish, to inspire. This is the domain of those who build from the roots upward. Therefore, take care with the foundation of your days. Give thanks for the wisdom passed down from ancient groves, from sages who found in trees the parable of the soul. In stillness, beneath the shifting stars, even the smallest bonsai stands as witness. It bears the memory of storms survived and the gentle patience of seasons past. Rooted, unwavering, it teaches us. What you nurture in silence becomes your greatest strength. With deep roots, the tree stands steady. So too can we, in all the challenges life may bring. Let this truth become not only a guide for growing trees, but a philosophy of living, a blessing from the ancients, whispered through the leaves of every bonsai, waiting to take root in your own heart.